The Realme 3, we've got it in hand today, and in this video let's unbox it and take a quick look. Hey guys, Ash here from C4eTech and let's get started. If you do end up liking this video, please don't forget to turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. So this is the packaging that the Realme 3 comes in. Let's open it up. Up top, we've got a smaller box that holds the SIM ejector tool. We've also got a silicone case in here along with the regular leaflets. Seems like a pretty nice case. Moving on over to the phone itself, let's get that protective cover off it. Gone is the diamond cut design from the previous generation. Instead, we've got a gradient back this time around. It's still plastic, but it looks great. Actually looks better than the Realme 2 Pro in my opinion. Okay, so let's now turn the phone on and throw it in the case. Seems to fit well. Setting that aside for now, we've got a micro USB cable here along with a 10-watt wall adapter. Nothing special. Now with the unboxing out of the way, let's take a closer look at the Realme 3 itself. So what immediately stands out here is the gradient back. This back's made out of reflective plastic and it's just one piece that seamlessly curves around the sides. That golden yellow ring around the primary camera, that stands out too. Realme is calling this the Realme ring. I'm not kidding about that. But naming aside, it is a nice little touch. We also find the secondary camera and flash here along with a fingerprint scanner to the middle and some Realme branding at the bottom. To the front, we have a 6.22-inch IPS LCD panel with a resolution of 1520 by 720. So this is a 19:9 HD Plus display. We've also got a dewdrop notch in here and the earpiece is placed above it. This is a marked improvement over the traditional notch that was found on the previous generation Realme. The display too seems sharp enough for an HD Plus panel. It happens to be vibrant and offers good viewing angles. So let's now get the rest of the placements out of the way. The speaker grill, a micro USB port, two microphone holes for some reason, and the headphone jack can be found at the bottom. The power key is to the right. There's nothing up top, and to the left we have a SIM tray along with the volume keys. This tray can hold 2 nanosynths and a micro SD card, so there is dedicated micro SD support here. Overall, the design here is good. In hand, it feels really nice thanks to the large rounded sides. One thing to note, however, is that the back is a fingerprint magnet, like with a lot of other phones on the market these days, so you might have to slap a case on it if you don't want to keep wiping it constantly. Now with the build out of the way, let's talk about the specs and software. The Realme 3 picks up where the Realme 1 left off. We have the Mediatek Helio P70 running the show. The P70 is a slightly higher clock variant of the Helio P60. And just like the P60, the P70 is also built on the 12nm manufacturing process. The differences here are in the clocks as I mentioned before. 100 MHz each on the CPU and GPU to be precise. Meaning the P70 comes with 4 high-performance A73 cores clocked up to 2.1 GHz each and 4 power-efficient A53 cores clocked up to 2 GHz each. We also have the Mali G72 MP3 handling GPU duties. This chip is paired with 3 or 4 gigs of RAM to go along with 32 or 64 gigs of onboard storage, and all this is backed up by a 4230 mAh battery. Now the P60 was a great performer and we expected the Helio P70 to be no different. This chip is also significantly better than the Snapdragon 450 on the Realme 2 and it shows. When using the phone, the interface was fast and fluid, apps opened up quick and multitasking too seemed decent. Just overall good performance here, and the hardware isn't the only thing that seemed great. The software too. The Realme 3 runs on Android 9 Pie with ColorOS 3 on top of it. My initial impressions for ColorOS 3 are that it feels much more polished compared to previous iterations. We've got the Pie style recents here and an app drawer as well, and overall it feels much closer to stock than ever before. That's something I personally liked. Now before we talk about the pricing, let's talk cameras. The Realme 3 comes with a 13 megapixel primary rear camera with 1.2 micron sized pixels and a f1.8 lens. There's also support for face detection autofocus. Realme has also thrown in a 2 megapixel depth sensor. The images coming out of the rear cameras seem to have good amounts of detail and natural colors. Dynamic range seems pretty good too. Realme also has included 2 new AI camera modes called Chroma Boost and Nightscape. Chroma Boost is their scene recognition mode that automatically boosts photos depending on the scene. Here are a few samples. Like a lot of other manufacturers, Realme 2 has thrown in a dedicated night mode in the form of Nightscape. We also get a 13 megapixel selfie shooter up front, and I kinda like the images coming out of it too. Nothing to complain about. Here, take a look for yourself. with that, we finally come to pricing. Well, as of making this video, we don't have the official pricing, but I do expect the Realme 2 to start at 10,000 rupees. Now for that price, we'd get the Mediatek Helio P70, a gradient back, a display with a dewdrop notch, that big 40 to 30 milliamp hour battery. Talking about big, the big question here is all this gonna be enough to stop the juggernaut that's the Redmi Note 7? Do you wanna see a full comparison? Let me know in the comments below, and also do let me know what you think about the Realme 3, a good successor to the Realme 2, not enough to beat the Redmi Note 7. Let me know. And anyway, I'll have more for you in my full review that should drop pretty soon. In the meantime, do share this video with friends and family if you can. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Subscribe and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.